Coming home in the evening, each day much on my mind. Fast.
Hi there, peace unto you. My name is Rashida Ali and welcome to Rashida TV, a place to be to gain practical tools on how to create tranquility in your heart. Now welcome to another Q&A episode where I give answers to your questions. And today's question comes from Ola. Ola writes, "Hi Rashida, thank you for everything you do. Could you please give me some tips that I can use whenever I start to feel jealous or envious with my friends or my colleagues, especially those that we are in the same industry?" Thank you so much, Ola. Oh, Ola, thank you so much for this question. And you know, I really don't know if there is anyone that doesn't really feel, this jealousy in their hearts, especially when nowadays when there's a lot of, where we can see a lot of things that colleagues or friends are doing, like on social media, pictures and all that. So, sometimes we do have those feelings of jealousy. So what we're going to do in today's video is I'm going to try and differentiate between what is jealousy and envy, and also some things we can do if you start to feel, feel jealous about someone else. So there's so many definitions on what jealousy is and what envy is, but there's this particular one that I really like because it kind of, resonates with what I feel it means. So what is jealousy? Jealousy is when you start to fear or worry that someone will take what you have from you, while envy is when you want what someone else has. So you can see that jealousy is when it's a feeling that you haven't actually done something, you just have this fear or worry that maybe someone will take something that you have. So jealousy is still okay. It's envy that we want to try and avoid, because when you're envious of someone, you can go to any length to get what they have, and you can do anything. So we want to stay out of envy, and so we're not going to talk about envy in this video. We're just going to talk about jealousy. So, when you start to feel jealous about somebody else, like, you see them, they have what they have, and you feel like, oh, I wish I had what this person has, or this person is doing so well, better than I am, then, those kind of feelings can really bring us down. They can make us feel really bad about ourselves, and, they can actually make us start feeling hatred and feeling like really angry towards the other person. And that's when envy starts to come in. What are the things we can do when we start to feel jealous about somebody else? Well, I'll give us 4 tips that we can use. The first one will be, so always remember that the world is big enough for everybody, and everyone was not created the same way. So if you see someone is very good at something, or they're doing really well at something, it doesn't mean you're not good at something else, or it doesn't mean that, oh, the person is better than you, because you have to remember that we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. So once you know that, oh, that person was created that way with that particular talent, and it doesn't mean that you don't have your own talent. Now the second thing is to always remember that when you see someone out there, always remember whatever pictures or whatever level they have achieved in their businesses or in their lives, you should always know that people would only let you see what they want you to see. And there's always been filters out there. So whatever you see might not be the real picture, might not be the big picture. But people, when you see people, that's what they want you to see. So sometimes, people might not want you to see their problems in their lives, or the bad things they're going through, the bad days. They might just put maybe pictures or write things about the good things in their lives. So that's what you get to see, and then you start to feel like, oh, this person has achieved this, or this person's life is so perfect and they're always happy, but I'm not happy. But it might not be what they are going through all their lives, because nobody's life is perfect. The next thing is that, when you start to feel jealous about someone, you should know that your body's trying to tell you something. Your mind is trying to tell you something, that whatever they achieve or whatever they're achieving, you can do it as well. You should see jealousy as a way to take action. So whenever you see that they've done this particular thing in their life, then go for it as well. Look at it, because that means you want that thing, and if you want it, then it's possible, it's achievable for you. You just need to take action and start to take the steps that will make you reach your goal. So the next one will be, whenever you start to feel jealous about somebody else, what you need to do is stop. Pray for them if you can, and then if after that, talk to them, go there, talk to them. If you can, obviously if you can get to them, speak to them, ask them, what are you doing to get to that level? I'd love to do what you're doing. Ask them, and you would find out that, they might not be a bad person, or they might be able to tell you what they're doing as well. And that way you would see that when you communicate with them, it will take that jealousy out of your mind, and you can achieve what you want to achieve. Finally, it's very important that you stop comparing yourself, because most of the time when you start to feel that jealousy in your mind, it's because you're comparing yourself to somebody else. And when you start to do that, you start to feel like you're not good enough, and you probably can't achieve what they're achieving. So you're telling your subconscious mind that, oh, I can't get to where they are, which is wrong. So don't compare yourself. Look at your own achievements. Look at people below you as well. That's a very good way to appreciate and be grateful for whatever you have achieved. It's not helpful to always look at those that have achieved things like years and years, because you don't know what efforts they put into and how long they've been in the game. So one thing you want to make sure you don't do is you don't want to start to talk bad about them, or bring them down, or start to gossip about them and say bad things about their business or themselves. Because if you start to do that, then you will cause yourself to start to envy them, and when you envy them, you can go to any length to destroy them. Now, Ola, I hope these tips have helped. Did you like this video? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please share with your friends and families. Remember, having tranquility in your heart is the key ingredient to having a successful and a happy life. Thank you so much for watching, and God willing, I'll catch you in the next episode of Rashida TV.
Coming home in the evening, each day much on my mind.